It's time for Talking Habs live game hangout of the Montreal Canadiens. Here's your hosts, Rick and Matt. Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So we've got the Montreal Canadiens taking on the Boston Bruins. It's the first game in 11 days. And we got a game. Team's mostly back. Some of the forwards are still out, but basically it's proper defense and Jake Allen in net. So we're pretty much getting back to normal, if not there yet. And so it should be hopefully a better performance than we've been seeing, although the last few games have been okay. They haven't won, but nothing new about that. But it'll be good to see the guys coming back and being in the lineup once again. So here I am talking to myself. I don't know. Did I forget to? No, got people in the room. All right, so people are here. Let's see comments. Only got Daryl Adam saying something right now. Rick, you think any team would pick up Kane with all the problems he has? I would say no, but in talking in the pregame show with Luca, I was a little surprised at his attitude about Kane. Was a lot more laid back than I would have thought. And so maybe, I don't know. To me, no, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole, but maybe that's just me because I'm an old fart. I don't know. Thank God only two people here to hear me say I'm an old fart. And I'll deny it if you catch me on it, I'll deny it. So I'm not sure what to think with only two people right now. Is that there's no interest either in me or in the Habs? I kind of expect them to play a little better once everyone's back. I don't know. I'm worried about them turning it around at, for me, what I think is an inopportune time. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what kind of play there is. And, So hopefully Matt will be joining me soon because I'd like him to do the play-by-play tonight. That would be really nice. And plus I'm in a lot of pain with my knee. My right knee, I got ACL, MCL tears in both knees. So my right knee's killing me these days. The colder weather, I don't know what it is. So I should be on the injury, the IR. Let's put it that way, the IR. At my age, it should be the LTIR, but hey. So okay. So I'm gonna have to take off. Okay, what I'm gonna do for everybody, because maybe that's why nobody wants to be here. I'm gonna go take off the. You have to subscribe to talk. I don't know why people don't like that, but anyway, let's get that out. Is that the right thing? No, that's the wrong thing. That won't work. Give me a minute, and I'll change this. I'm live on this one, and then I'll go to there, and I'll switch her back to anyone and save. And now anyone can talk. All right. No more restrictions on Talking Habs. Anyway, only a few people in the room, so I'll talk and do a monologue because that's what I'm here for. Montreal claimed Rem Pitlick off the waiver wire today. Rem Pitlick from the Minnesota Wild. He was put on waivers yesterday. He is a 5'11", 196-pound center. He shoots the left. He's 24 years old. He's from Ottawa, Ontario, and he has, in 20 games this season, 6 goals and 5 assists. I thought it was 5 goals, 6 assists, but it's 6 goals, 5 assists for 11 points. And probably pretty good pickup for Montreal, I think, here. His brother, I don't remember his brother's first name. His brother is a member of the organization somewhere. They drafted him a couple years ago. And, So we have Still just 2 people in the room. We have a lineup. I don't know why I put that up. Don't ask me why. Our lineup is pretty much a lineup. You got basically maybe Laurent Dauphin wouldn't normally be in there. Lehkonen wouldn't be on the first line. Vadimo might not be here. Other than that, pretty much everybody else is a regular. Alexander Romanov and Jake Evans are out because they didn't get their equipment and haven't been on the ice for 10 days, so they weren't ready. And so that's why they're scratched. So they'll be maybe tomorrow because it's back-to-back situation. Here tomorrow in Chicago, which I know I had said I'm going to boycott, but because of all the missed games, because I'm going to be missing next Monday's game for a dentist appointment, I'm going to do the Chicago game tomorrow night. So we are doing the back-to-back situation. Not my favorite, but I mean, it's an 8:30 start, so it's not like it's an early start. And so we're going to do both, and that's where we're at. Let's see. Got a comment. Ooh, we got a comment. Hey, Roger, how's it going? Hope we beat Boston. I kind of doubt it. I mean, I think their first 2 lines can just do all the work, and they'll take care of us. But you never know. You never know. I just don't know how rusty these guys are. There's going to be some rust there, and so we'll see. We'll see how it works out. The main thing is the guys are coming back now, so at least there's that. We'll probably still be losing, but at least we'll be losing with better players. That's a funny way to look at it. Montreal is expected to announce a new GM in about 10 days from what 12 days from what I understand. So that's going to be exciting when we get that announcement of our new GM. And then I would expect that once that happens, the fact that they went and they grabbed Pitlick, I think, they might signal a little bit of that there's going to be some movement coming soon, right? He's an inexpensive center, doing well. He's young. You got to figure, they keep him here and, someone's going to get moved out. Hey, Eric, how's it going? I'm doing okay. My right knee is killing me. But beside that, I'm good. I'm good, actually, other than that. How about you? I'm medicating a little heavier tonight because of the knee. I'm getting low on painkillers, and I took one today to go do my shopping, so I want to take a second one today. Although, admit it, I haven't really... I got the Rick Simpson oil. I should be doing that. I don't know why I haven't done that. And hopefully we'll get Matt coming in very soon. But like I said in the pregame show, I hadn't really spoken to him in a couple of days. I don't know if he should be here. He's supposed to be. But, I mean, he might not. He hasn't told me anything. So hopefully my play-by-play guy is here. I don't think I want to do play-by-play tonight. Hey, Andre, you're back. What's the weather out there, buddy? What's the weather out in Russia? It's cold. Well, today's not bad, but yesterday was minus 30 with the wind chill, maybe a little bit more than that. And then today we got up to plus 5. Not plus 5, minus 5. So a huge difference. Crazy jump. Just a few days ago, 4 days ago, we were like at plus 3. So it's crazy. Hopefully we can play well enough tonight to almost win. It's like what I say. Hopefully it's an entertaining game. They give us something to be entertained with, something to be excited about, but they don't have to win every game, right? Andre, it's warm there at minus 15. That's not bad. It's not bad. Andre's in Siberia somewhere. No, he's in Russia somewhere. I don't know exactly where. But the temperatures he was showing us last week or whatever, 10 days ago, were Siberian temperatures. Chris is saying, Habs not seeing playoffs until 2030. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, though. We're 2022. Realistically, probably not till 2025, 26, but, and maybe, I don't think it'll be as long as 2030. Let's hope not, but, I mean, close to that, but not. I don't think it'll go that long. But you got to look at probably 3 to 5 years before we get back there, realistically. So, it is what it is. Now we get to have the joy of watching a team be built into a winner, and we get to see that going forward. So, you got to take it. You got to take it as it comes and enjoy it as best you can. Believe me, the team we've seen this year, the performances on, we're not going to see that all the time. This has been an exceptionally bad year. So, I mean, I hope we don't. I hope that's not what we got to get used to until 2030. But no, 2030 seems like a couple of years too long. Anywhere from 2 to 4 years too long. We got 7 people now. All right, we're about. Oh God, face-off. The face-off must be very soon because we're at 12 after, 13 after, or 11 after. My clock's a couple of minutes ahead. So yeah, a few more minutes, we'll have a face-off, and we'll see what we got. We'll see if they're, how rusty they are, and if they look a little better. I kind of expect now, going forward, we'll probably see a little bit better team. Maybe a few more wins than we've been used to right now. And but I don't think it's going to change the fortunes much, if at all. Hey, Bay-Bye, how's it going? Pitlick, a good pickup, plays like Gallagher. No, I think he's a good pickup. I definitely do. From everything I've read, I only heard about it, though, 10 minutes before the pregame show. So I don't know a ton about him, but yeah, I mean, he's a good young player. He's a center. That's a good thing to get. Doesn't mean he'll play center. He could play wing, but it's good. So, yeah. Chris says he's just joking, but yeah, I mean, between 25 and 28, that's probably about right. Oh, well, Chris, thank you. Appreciate that. If you're not a fan of the Habs, that's cool. I appreciate that. Maybe we can make you a fan. But no, I think, that time frame is about right. Yeah. Hopefully it's closer to the 2025, but that's the reality of a rebuild. Babe, I heard that Bergie now in LA. Yeah, he is the what's the title? Senior advisor to the GM. He called Montreal asking about a trade for Galley. I wouldn't be surprised. I think that's just rumor right now. I don't think that would be, because everyone's expecting now that he's there, all these guys are going to end up going over there. But I don't know if that's 100% true. It could be. Daryl Adams says, Rick, you think Habs next GM would be Luongo? I really don't. And you think he would be a great GM? I don't have an opinion either way. I don't see it being Luongo. My opinion is, I don't think it's really changed, but it's between Matthew Darche and Mark Denis is really where I think they're leaning. Could it be someone else? Sure. But that's where I'm leaning to, I think. Deneau is not doing as well as expected. Babe, I don't know about that. I think Deneau's doing what Deneau does. I don't think it's anything more than normal, but I don't think it's less either. So if they were expecting more than that, then I think they were mistaken. But they're getting Deneau that we know. Babe, yeah, I mean, I think I'm leaning more towards Darche, but I think I don't know. It seems like it's hard to tell, but yeah, we'll see. I think Darche has the most experience of the guys that they're talking about, though, as an assistant anyway. And with a good team with Tampa Bay. He's Julian Brisebois's assistant, so that's some good. It's somebody good to be under for sure. That's what she said last night. Anyways, we should puck drop should be any second now or any minute now. Anyways, so hopefully we'll have ourselves here. Well, a good game. I mean, it's Boston. It's a big rival, so hopefully there's enough fight in Montreal at least to make it a very entertaining game, and we don't just get a blowout here. Rogers did his interview. Yeah, they by now they should be done all their the first go round, and they'll narrow it down, whatever, and have a second turn. But they said, I believe it was over the weekend, that they're expecting to announce the new GM within 2 weeks. Baby, is Rask playing? I heard it was Allmark starting. I thought Rask was backing up Allmark. If he's playing, I don't know. He might be a little rusty too. His first game in what? A year? No, not a full year, I guess, but in a while. Hey, Rich J. Hughes is not getting it. I'm going to say this straight up. Hughes is not getting it. How are you bringing in Jeff Gordon, an English name? He doesn't speak French. Kent Hughes, who does speak French, yes, and he's from Montreal. But Jeff Gordon, Kent Hughes. Yeah, I don't think that's going to sell too easily with the media or the people who don't like that kind of stuff. So I don't think Kent Hughes is going to get it just on that. Is Chara playing? Why? He plays for the Islanders, doesn't he? Okay, as long as you know that. He's a joke. Be funny if he's playing. Something I didn't know about. Beba, yeah, Edmondson's. I don't know if he's done for the year, but his dad passed away. Yeah, he might be done for a little while. He's still not healthy, so. But I would think before the end of the year, by the deadline, he's playing. Rumors to Foley to the Rangers and Anderson to Oilers. I hadn't heard the Anderson one, but they're just rumors. Eric, doesn't mean because they're friends. I don't know if that means anything. I don't think there's any nepotism type of stuff going on there. Or that's not nepotism, but you know what I mean. But I mean, they do sometimes hire their friends, but I think it's going to be, I don't know. I just think it's going to be a real tough sell to sell another English name here. Good to see Allen and net. I don't know about Galley to the Kings. I think it's only because Bergie's there, but I do think Galley could be on the move, though. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Eric, no, I agree. I wouldn't trade Anderson. Would be one of the guys I do hang on to, but I hadn't heard of any trade rumors for Anderson. Listen, there's going to be trade rumors for everybody, right? We're going to go into a rebuild. They're going to announce it soon. It's going to be trade rumors for everybody. Okay, so we're getting a puck drop. I guess I'm doing the play-by-play. All right. Montreal Canadiens back in action. Come on, let's get an early goal. Come on. A chance. Was it Suzuki? And Allmark makes a save. I still don't get why Caulfield is on third line. You know, develop the kid. He's got to play minutes. He needs a lot of minutes. Play him on the first line. He's still trying to win. Okay, that one's done. Come on, boys. Who's Oilers' best power forward? Draisaitl? Okay, Montreal in their own zone. A stretch pass up to the blue line, gets past the guy, goes behind the net. Allmark clears it up to the side, and they carry it out. The guy's taken out along the boards, and Montreal takes possession, dumps it back up, And it's again behind Bruins net. Into the corner. And Bruins, no. Who is that? Vadimo. Vadimo steals it right in the high slot, circles around the net, gets it to the point, but Caulfield has to take the puck out, and they got to kind of reset and change up a bit. They dump it all the way back in, and they come up with it. That's at the point now, over to the other defenseman. Sherratt with it. At the half wall, shot on net. Yeah, I don't know if it got all the way through. Puck comes out to the center ice. Paquette with it. Going into the corner. Bad angle shot. I don't know if it went off the post or off the goalie or whatever, but it comes back out. Almost an offside for Boston there, but Montreal comes up with it and out. Dumped into the corner, and they change up a bit. Boston gets it out, but it's at Montreal takes possession back up in their zone. And they reset and come out. Weidman up to who I don't know who it was. Anyway, it's in Boston zone now. Then in the along the half wall on the right side, Boston comes up with it and comes out over the line into the corner. Boston with it in the other corner. Pass across ice at the half wall, shot, save Allen. Hangs on. Better play than I thought might see. They don't look that rusty. So this is okay. Now they talk about they broke up their big line, and now the two lines are hot, and hopefully they won't be hot against Montreal. 3 minutes into this first period, shots are 2-1 for Montreal, no score. Off the draw, puck gets deflected, out of play. They got another face-off. Good to see Dvorak back in the lineup. Hopefully a better second half for Devo. The holidays mother's sausage fuel shall work. They've all been in COVID quarantine. I don't know that they've had family or mother's sausage. So that was another set play off the draw. Save Allen that I totally missed. Shots are now 2-2. Devo on the faceoff again. This one he wins. Montreal trying to break out again. They do. Cross ice pass gets broken up and it comes back out. Montreal regrouping in their own zone. Savard has it right in front of the net. Over to Sherratt. No, that's not Sherratt. Who's that? Oh, I may have got him reverse, Sherratt and Savard. Oops. Weidman shot from the half wall. Save by Allmark. That's who it is. So we got 16:03 left in the first. It is, I think, 3-2 of the shots in favor of Montreal. No score. Montreal's first game back since January 1st. Allmark won 6 of his last 7 starts. Face-off won by Boston, I think, there, kind of. Stolen by Paling at the line. Dauphin dumps it into the corner. Paling goes after it. Boston comes up with it. Stolen back by Montreal at the pass over to Paling. He couldn't corral that. It's back in the corner up to the point. Shot from the point. Goes wide. Niku with it at the half wall. I guess the boards, but Boston comes up with it. And they get it up. I think that looked offside to me, but anyway. Right now, where is it? This is going to be an icing. Montreal sends it all the way from their net to the other one, and it's icing. Hey, Bob, how's it going, Bob? Face off to the right of Allen. Montreal comes out. I don't see who won it, but Montreal, whoever that is, came up with it and skated out. I think it was Caulfield. Dumped it in. And Boston dumps it out. Montreal has it in their own zone. Petrie with it, trying to get everybody set. And bad pass gets intercepted. Anyway, Montreal back with it. In the corner, Kulak over to the other side to Petrie. Petrie up to the red line, but it gets passed, goes into the corner, no icing. And Boston just kind of tosses it out to the neutral zone. Montreal comes up with it. It's dumped in, but Riley picked it up, passed it across ice, and now he's got it again over the blue line. Over Montreal's blue line. Weaving around, pass over to the half wall. Boston still has it. And Montreal, kind of steals it. Boston's got it again. I think that was Pasternak, no? Coyle, I guess. I'm doing okay, Bob. My knees kind of hurt me today, but other than that, all good, all good. Got hockey again. That's a good thing. So we got 13:51 left in the first. 3-2 are the shots for Montreal, and no score. Shot on net. Allen grabs it, hangs on. We got a TV timeout. Give my ears a break. So, go at 15 people. Give a thumbs up if you're having a good time. I'd appreciate that. Let's see what we can get. We got 15 people. Let's get 15 thumbs up in the room. Yay, we got hockey. Hopefully, guys will look for my video out tomorrow at some point. I just have to do the editing now. But it's a lot of yeah. It'll be out tomorrow. It is called 5 Most Tradable Habs by the trade deadline, at the trade deadline, or it's not much difference. So hopefully, you guys will watch that and enjoy that. I would hope so. I hope so. And that's what's coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow there's also a game. I'm gonna end up doing the Blackhawks game tomorrow because there's so few games that we've had. So we're gonna do the Blackhawk game tomorrow. I say we, but I don't know. I thought Matt would be here tonight. He's not. Maybe it'll just be me. I don't know, but it's an 8:30 start in Chicago. And then they don't play again till the following Monday. So, which I won't be doing the game because I will be at the dentist an hour before that game starts. So I don't think I'll make it back in time. I know I won't make it back in time, I should say. Hey, Kelly, how's it going? No worries. Don't worry. You made it. You made it. I got distracted. I'm seeing Marchand with blood on his face. So they're showing highlights from the Washington game. We so far a decent game going tonight. We're not even halfway into the first period. Plays back underway. 13 and a half minutes to go in the first. Shots are now tied up at 3. I think that was icing on Boston. Yeah, I think icing on Boston. And they're showing the very ugly face of Brad Marchand. Is that okay to do? Ugly shaming? Is that okay? On Brad Marchand, it's okay. It's always time for that, baby. Especially in COVID times of COVID. It's always time. Okay, play's back underway. Sorry for a lot of silence here. They're in the neutral zone. Boston with the puck. Go back into their own end and wait for the setup. Bad pass. Montreal almost picked that up. They're in the corner now. Who's going to get it? Grzelcyk with it. Up to the half wall. Still in there. They're fighting for it along the boards. It's on the other side now, the other half wall. Center, in the slot, Boston comes up with it. Now they're carried it over the line, 2-on-1. Oh, the guy, cross-ice pass to the other guy, and he just flubs on it. Awesome. Montreal gets it and comes back out. As for the knees, what do I think about the China medicine? I don't know what China medicine means. Sorry. Bob heard a couple of rumors on the Hockey Junkie channel today. Both involved Lafreniere. One deal had Sherrod and Suzuki going to the Rangers. That's not happening. And the other was Caulfield and the first-round pick. I can see that happening maybe, but not Suzuki. No. Not for Lafreniere. Why? What does Lafreniere show that better that you would trade Suzuki for him? I wouldn't. So I don't know. Maybe Junkie made those up. I don't know. I haven't heard those before. 11 and a half minutes to go in this first period. 5-3 are the shots on goal favor of Montreal with no score in this game. Andre, what is the China medicine? I'm really not sure what you're talking about. Beba, yeah, Suzuki going nowhere. Suzuki's an untouchable. Suzuki's an untouchable. Well, if you're willing to trade Suzuki, it must mean something's gone wrong, and then someone's going to pick him up with that new contract. I doubt that. Otherwise, why are you trading Suzuki? I think listen, when you do videos and stuff, you got to have you got to make things so that people want to respond and stuff. Like he probably put that out there, knowing people are going to talk about it. I don't know that that's. I haven't heard that, and yeah, not happening. Yeah, but my knee problems are strictly it's because I have an ACL, MCL tear in both knees. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll help, but at least it's not a permanent thing for me. But I don't know where I'd get that. Bob, yeah, I don't see them. Depending on looks, I can see them trading for Lafreniere, but not Suzuki and Sherrod for him. Gabriel, how's it going, man? Oh, we got a power play. Boston on the power play. I didn't see that. I don't know what happened. George O'Reilly. I had not heard this Lafreniere rumor. No, me neither. Not this one. No way for Suzuki. I hope it's not because Lafreniere is French and Gorton is hung up on getting Francophone players. I don't think that's what it is. I was hoping that sort of crap was in the past, so it's probably not. But I don't think that's what it is. I think Lafreniere, because Gorton was with the Rangers and drafted him, I think that's why that all the rumors for Lafreniere. I don't think it's happening. Not sure we discussed this already. As far as the Anderson going to Edmonton rumor, sports writer at Edmonton suggested the team inquire about Andy if he's up for grabs. That's probably how the rumor got started. Yeah. I had not heard Anderson rumors yet. Was that the power play was done? Yeah, they killed the penalty. Wow. Awesome. Petrie got knocked down by a dirty hit. That was the power play. His helmet came off and he engaged in the play. Oh, when he should have gone back to the bench. Yep, that's a penalty. It's not over. 40 seconds left in Boston's power play. So far, it looks like they may have gotten only one shot because they have only 4. Allen covers up a loose puck and hangs on. You can send me AliExpress reference if you're interested. I don't know what that is. Oh, you mean for the thing? No, I'm not going to do that. But I appreciate it, but it's okay. Hockey Junkie said he discussed Lafreniere with several Rangers fans who offered up their trade scenarios. Okay, well, so they're not real rumors, but they're, there's going to be a lot of this stuff, right? People speculating. It's speculation. I do it. Penalty's almost done. 7 seconds left. And it's killed off. And Montreal sends it all the way back. And no icing, so that was before the penalty expired, or the power play expired. 8:25 left in the first. Boston got one shot on that power play. Eric, I agree with you. I think Anderson stays. Eight minutes to go here. I should check out something. I know Matt sent me a text. Maybe he said he's not coming in. He's out to dinner, that's why. So we won't be having Matt, more than likely. Wolverine, I agree. I think they will. I think Dvorak and Anderson stay through the rebuild. George O'Reilly, I agree with you there too. In a rebuild, I mean, these are the kind of players you want to keep in a rebuild because that's what a rebuild's about. Oh, Andre, no, even when it hurts, like I can still sleep. That's not a horrible problem. Besides, if it's that bad, I sleep with the brace on my knee. When it's not, when it doesn't bother me much, I take the brace off at night, but otherwise I sleep with it on. So it helps for that. It's a pain in the ass to have it on 24 hours a day, but when it's bad like that, I do. Bob, I heard the Leafs. I did hear that one. I heard Edmonton discussing. Apparently, they said Kane wouldn't be. He wouldn't be out very long. Someone's going to sign him up pretty quick. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what fan base would really want Evander Kane. Like I wouldn't. It's not like the guy's getting a second chance. He's getting a 15th chance. Like, I don't know, but he's had plenty of chances. He is who he is. It's not going to change. So for me, no, let him go to the KHL. Let him earn his way back. But that's me. If it were the first thing he did, no problem. Give a guy a second chance. But this is definitely not. I just hope. You know what? I don't care where he ends up. Honestly, I don't, as long as he's not in Montreal. And he won't end up here. We don't need that problem here. I mean, I think that's a guy that's just a problem in your dressing room. I personally think that. Although, apparently his teammates say no. So maybe, I mean, I don't know. You'd think his teammates would have come out by now and said stuff about him, but they don't. Yeah, George, I mean, I agree. But look, the Lafreniere rumor, I'm sure a lot of it is because of Gordon. Beba, I just heard that. Yeah, Kane, another time. He crossed into Canada, and he doesn't have his vax. Beba, well, I don't know. Holland apparently is interested in him. We'll see where he ends up. What do we got here? We got 6:25 left in this first period. It's only 5 shots each, and there's no score. So, not an action-filled game, I think. Not a lot of work for the goalies, obviously, so far. As far as this kind of game only can benefit Montreal, obviously, keeping the shots down and, frustrating the Bruins. George, I don't know the answer to that, George, honestly, but I know they're interested in Sherratt, which is fine. Sherratt can go there. Doesn't mean you're going to get Lafreniere for him, though. Besides, I mean, I guess, listen, getting Lafreniere wouldn't be a bad thing. But, you kind of don't want to bring a lot of guys in that are going to make you better next year because you want to be in the race for that bottom spot again next year to get hopefully one of those 2 prizes in Bedard or Michkov. One nothing Bruins. Okay, I don't see it yet. It's a coming though, I guess. They've got the pressure on in Montreal's, and there he goes. There it goes, Marchand. Of course it's Marchand. I mean, because of course. Hey, Brent and Linda, how's it going? But of course it's gonna be. I knew Marchand was gonna score. I knew it before the game. I was looking on Twitter and stuff, and I saw some stuff on Marchand. He's gonna score tonight. Of course he's gonna score. I just hate that guy. Man, who let him go there? Was that? Oh, well, if it's Hoffman. Hoffman doesn't play defense very well. Someone should have been on him. Like, yeah. Anyway, so 1-0 Boston. Marchand with the first goal of the game. Bob Cannon, good points. You're right. They don't need any more heat by signing him. What? It's 2-0 already? That quick? No way. Jesus Christ. I hate that guy. I hate that guy. Where'd the defense go? Where'd our defense go? Who's out there? I bet you it's Savard out there. Yep. Oh, yeah. Nah, he baseballed it in. Two goals in 15 seconds. Wow. 5 minutes to go, and we are down by 2. Just like that. Marchand with the game winner already. Come on, boys. Let's get one back before the end of the period. Come on. Hoffman and Savard, another pair of gifts that Bergevin gave us. Well, Hoffman does his job on offense. He's not known to be a good player 5-on-5, honestly. So, yeah. Won't be here too long, though, I don't think. As far as Savard, I don't know how you move that one. I think we're stuck with Savard for a little while. .330 left in the first period. They got the shots total by a 7-6 margin, and it's a 2-0 game for Boston. Yep, they're kind of letting them just kind of like walk in and do what they want. Yeah, it's not a good thing to do with Boston. Marchand to Montreal, like never. Just like that's never gonna happen. I like never. Well, a play was whistled down. I don't know for what. High stick touched the puck. Yeah, I don't want to watch Marchand celebrate. Damn it. Yeah, Marchand to Montreal. Yeah, no way. No way, Jose. Bob probably Marchand's. We're probably on his no trade list. Yeah. Keep going, George. I'm reading it. Sounds about right. They say he's really nice off the ice, but I don't know. I don't believe it. I'm sure he thinks highly of himself. We got a TV timeout. Just a couple minutes left in the first period. Don't you know who I am? I hate people who do that. Yep. Like it's okay. Don't you know who I am? You should let me screw you over. Because I'm Brad Marchand. Montembeault in nets. Allen pulled. Really? I hope he's not hurt. Oh, he's just back from COVID. He's probably not 100%, eh? He looks kind of winded and everything. I'm not hearing what they're saying, though. Oh, they're saying maybe it looks like he might have pulled something. I hope not. He might have tweaked something during the warm-up. Doesn't bode well for Montreal's chances to come back from this. George, but it didn't take, obviously. He didn't listen to them. He's still an arsehole. Always will be. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. I wonder how bad this game's going to end up. Oh. Joe Fan couldn't get a shot off. Come on, man. Hey, Patrick. Three nothing. Here we go. Wow, they almost scored a couple of times then and then got a goal because that was close right there. Scores! How the hell did that go in? Off a skate. It went off the Bruin player's skate. I don't know. It didn't look like he redirected it. I wouldn't challenge that because to me it didn't look like he redirected it at all. So what are you going to do? Can't blame Montembeault on that one. He made a big save here. Yeah, no, you can't fault him on that goal. Andre, there's going to be a lot more of those games too. Yeah, I hate when this happens in the first because I got the rest of the game I have to go through. You know? Yeah, it looks like Allen might have pulled something. That's great. Just great. 20 seconds left in this period, and we're going to get out of it without any more scoring. That's my bold prediction. And there you go. No, there's a whistle with 3 seconds left. Of course there is. Three nothing after one. Yeah. George, the puck went in off of a skate, wasn't redirected. You know, I don't know that was goalie interference. He was kind of pushed in there. Yeah, I don't know. A little green cactus. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. You could have watched Montreal versus Ducks. What do you mean? What is that? We don't play the Ducks for a little while yet. You mean you're going to that game? Boston seems on fire. Although I don't think they're playing the Ducks again. Didn't they play them once already? I watched a game with Washington. Yeah, they were on fire that night. They scored what, 7? It was 7-3, I think. 6 unanswered goals. Awesome. Patrick, is that here in Montreal? Because hopefully they'll have it. Of Montreal. Like, when are they playing Anaheim? I'm not sure. Little Green Cactus? Yeah, it looks like he may be. He may be. Babe, not this month. That's you're talking about the Ducks. Are they supposed to play this month? Because if it's here in Montreal, it's not happening more than likely. Yeah, I still think he was pushed though, George. Anyways, they didn't challenge. And it seems when Ducharme challenges anyway, he loses. So why bother? He's just going to get a penalty. But it's not Monty's fault anyway, that goal. So, yeah, I don't know why I'm waiting for the play to come back, but it's the intermission, isn't it? Yeah, we're in intermission. All right. So what are we going to talk about in intermission? I got nothing prepared. Give a thumbs up. Hey, give a thumbs up. Let's talk about that. Give a thumbs up if you're having a good time. And let's see if we can get that total up. I have no idea where it's at, but let's see if we can get the total up. I'll see it at the end of the stream. And we're going to have 2 more periods of this. Oh, boy, it's going to be a long night. He's going to be a long one. I'm glad I ate before the game. Anyway, I imagine that the replay for that is going to be up online soon. I'll have to take a look at it again to see. But I thought maybe he was pushed. Anyway, yeah, Beba, yeah, you're right. January 27th. It's possibility that they'll play that game, but there's a good chance it won't. It won't happen. They'll have it later in the year. So, best of luck, Patrick, on being able to go to it if it's on. Well, if it's on, you'll go, but I hope it's on. There's a chance on the 27th that we'll have. I mean, there's a small chance that we'll have fans back in the stadium, in the arena. I mean, but we'll see. As long as we're under curfew, though, here in Montreal, we ain't going to that game. Nope. And there's a chance that we'll still be under curfew then. Little Green Cactus. Yeah, apparently in the next 10 or 12 days, we're supposed to hear who the new GM is going to be. Massimo. Yeah, it's been a while, buddy. How you been? Good to see you back. Maybe you bring some luck to the Habs tonight. They're going to need a lot of luck tonight. Second period's coming up. So it's not usually our best. It could be, 6-0 or more after the second period. You never know. Yeah, I don't like this guy for some reason. Hey, Slinksy, how's it going? Yeah, I don't want to see Marshall score again. Damn it. It's gonna end up he's gonna get the game winner. I know it. Besides the way Montreal's playing now, I don't know that they're gonna get. I don't know that they'll get 2 goals. Little Green Cactus. Apparently that is true, but I don't feel like talking about that here. Although in this case, I think I wouldn't argue too much with people that say that it's kind of unfair. Like I wouldn't really argue at this point, but I don't want to talk about it. Massimo, pretty good. Haven't been watching much hockey. A lot of people, I think, can say that, mainly because I've been keeping busy. Also, doesn't help that Habs are trash. Well, that's it. I mean, the shitty season. A lot of people have been sort of backing off. Brent and Linda, no, there's no clear-cut favorite. Nope. I don't think so. Anyway, I think there's. I think it's going to be either Darsh or Mark Denis, but other than that, I don't know that there's a clear-cut favorite. No worry, Little Green Cactus. I just don't feel like talking about that stuff here and then getting into that argument between the anti-vaxxers and the vaxxers. I just don't want to do that here. Nope. I read about too much of it during the day. I don't want to do this here at night. They're watching the highlights from the game. So no, there's got to be something else to talk about. There wasn't much. I was out most of the day today, so I didn't see a lot to gather up a lot of information. But when I got back, I mean, there wasn't much out there. So I don't know. Anything happened today that I might have missed that people know about that I don't? Let's discuss. Because why not? Let's take a look at the newest Hab. Montreal Canadiens picked up Rem Pitlick today off the waiver wire from Minnesota. He is a center that shoots left. He's born in 97, from Ottawa. He's 24 years old, 5'11", 196 pounds. And in 20 games this season with Minnesota, he's had 6 goals, 5 assists for 11 points. He hasn't played a lot. He's got 11 other games with Nashville to his career so far. For waiver wire, I think this is a really good pickup on the waiver wire. I like that he's a center. He's not big or anything, but I like that he's a center. You can never have too many centers. Centers can be converted to wings if need be. So there's that. There's also this funny saying that I saw that, see if you guys agree with this. When you are dead, you don't know that you're dead. It's difficult only for the others. It's the same when you're stupid. I love that. That's very true. I know I didn't put that up there because we had this almost discussion about anti-vaxxers. I didn't put that up there for that. Why would I do that? I'm not a mean guy. Massimo, yeah, it's funny that I didn't see that comment, but yeah, I just put that up there. So not sure if I'm aware of Jeff Gordon's fake Twitter account. Yes, I am, but it's been on fire lately with funny rumors. Yeah, I know. He catches me almost sometimes. But yeah, I know that account. Too cold to go outside down there in a wheel. Are you in a wheelchair, babe? I didn't know that. As you do not generate any heat. Well, I went shopping today in a mobility scooter. So, by the time I went, it wasn't horribly cold, so it wasn't so bad. But Yeah, you don't generate much heat when you're in anything moving in the winter outside when you have no cover on you, you know. Baby, 100%. It's a lot easier to convert a center to the wing than the other way around. That's why, he's a center. Doesn't mean he'll play center here. He might play wing, but it's good to have a lot of centers because I think, you got guys that can fill in when a center goes down, or if a guy is thrown out of the circle or the dot, you got a guy coming in who might use the center maybe and is good at faceoffs or has taken a lot of faceoffs. So it's a good thing. Oh, Little Green Cactus, that guy's gotten me a couple of times. But now I look, it says Jeff Gordon. I look for that the white check mark. If it's if you see the cloud there, it's not who you think it is. Oh, they put this thing what Kane did up here now. Uh-huh. Connor McDavid. No, we don't really want to play with Evander. He's crazy. I hope they don't get him. That's what he's saying. I had the sound off, sir, so I'm making it up. I should put my headphones on, then I can see what McDavid's saying, but I don't hear it. La-di-da-di-da. Come on, let's talk about something. I need you guys to ask me questions. I've gone through all my material. I got to write new material. I didn't write any new material for tonight. Oh, Little Green Cactus. He's not coming to Montreal. Gordon's not. Yeah. As much as you might want, your team to tank a bit, but you're not bringing in Kane because that's like cancer, if you ask me, bringing it to the room. But that's me. I'm not a teammate of his. Apparently, I'm wrong about that by his teammates say so. I don't know. He just likes off-ice antics. But he's always been, his whole career, he's been controversial. Slinksy, yeah, I was at the mall today. I have no problem wearing my mask. Yeah. Wait till no more masks. Will that ever happen? Don't know. Masks might be a thing of the future, my friend. He's coming to the Casino de Montreal. He might want to come to Montreal because there's a casino here. Yeah. He does like to gamble, apparently. They got to put it in his contract. No gambling. It breaks the. They do have rules, clauses for that, morality clauses. Kane would love the clubs here. What do you mean? Oh, the nightclubs. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, masks are here to stay. If Kane loves gambling, go to Vegas. Yeah, I don't see, but I mean, why would Vegas want him? Tom B. I've been asked this a lot. Yeah, I don't know that I have necessarily a preference, but I think it's going to be either Darsh or Mark Denis. That's my two guesses. I really don't think it's going to be Patrick Roy or anybody with an English name. I don't think you're going to get the job. I don't see how they sell Jeff Gordon as your executive vice president, Kent Hughes as your GM. Yeah, I don't see how I just don't think it's going to sell here. Massimo, that's a really interesting spelling of Eichel. Yeah, Eichel is starting to practice with them. They got to make some moves though to work out the money because they can't put him in the lineup right now. They don't have the cap space. Little Green Cactus. Well, we were talking about it in the pre-game show. Me and Luca, I had a guest on. Um, yeah, I kind of think they're going to hire one of the women that they're interviewing as the assistant GM. I don't know that they'll go the GM route with one of the women that they're interviewing, but I do. I really think they're going to go the assistant GM route. I think that would be great. Personally, I think it would be great. I wouldn't make a woman a GM here as like the first ever female GM. Not here in Quebec with the media the way they are. I wouldn't. I mean, that's like throwing her to the wolves. I don't know that I would do that to somebody. Not that I mean because she's a woman, she can't take it, but I mean, I don't. I just think there'd be so much extra ammunition used against her in that, like here in Quebec, like I wouldn't do that. What who was what the females that are here? They're interviewing Diane Savageau and Emily Castonguay. Savageau has some GM experience with the women's national team and other teams like that, so she has some GM experience. Oh, that Andre, that's not fair. Come on, that's really not fair to say that. I'm not going to say that. Babe Ice's media will eat up a female GM. I think so. I really do. I mean, unless we're winning a cup right away, they're going to eat her up. Do I watch the NFL? No, I don't anymore. I haven't for a long time. When I was doing football pools and stuff, I did, but I don't anymore. Football's never been my game. Either American or European. Does anybody watch or has anybody watched Ted Lasso yet? I'm curious. Massimo, I don't know how to answer that. It could be very suggestive that what you just asked me. I have no way to answer that or know that. Wouldn't eat up Lucy Lawless? Yeah, here they would. And I think when you're a GM, Luca made a good point of it too. When you're a GM, you're for a women's game or not, you're still doing the same job of evaluating talent and putting it all together and all that. So she's doing the same basic job, just not in the NHL. So, but I still don't see her getting the GM job. Watch Bulldogs beat Alabama for the national crown. Is that football, college? Brendan Linden, yeah, absolutely. And I wasn't gonna watch it because I don't like soccer. And my buddy Pat had just watched it and told me it was really good. And you don't have to like soccer; you're gonna still enjoy it. And I reluctantly started to watch it. And his game's on. Let me finish my story. And just like I had read, how you're gonna end up liking this because of this and that. It was exactly that way. You can't help but like this guy. And yeah, I really like that show. It's a really good. So if you haven't seen Ted Lasso yet, and you want to see something good, and you don't mind British stuff because it's a British show, basically, um, yeah, check that out. It's really good. Did I vote any Habs players for the All Star game? I don't do the All Star game stuff. Yeah, but that's why I say have her be the assistant GM, not a GM. All right, so we got second period just underway. They're being outshot horribly now, 13-6. They're really pulling away the Bruins. I don't think Montreal had a shot on goal like for most of the second half of the first period. So Drouin looks. Oh, I thought he was going off to the box. He was just going off. You prefer hockey staying conservative. Hockey's not going to stay conservative. Hockey's moving into if it hasn't already, he's moving into that modern era. It's changing. And even though we're a little older and we don't want to see that happen, it's going to happen. Nothing you can do about it. And there's nothing wrong with it. But to say, to when the game is moving in a different direction, a more modern direction, and you don't, you're going to get lost and left behind. So Montreal has to do that. They got to move into the modern era. Bob, I don't know, but you have to have a player, so somebody's going to get named. I know, Bob, I agree. Yeah, there's nobody. But they'll name somebody, you know. There might be Nick Suzuki get named, or I was reading they should send Chris Weidman. Why not? Give the guy a thrill. Exactly. You need new blood, and you got to move forward with the times. The game's changed a bit, and you got to change with it. Hockey today is different than in my day. It's different. It's much faster. It's way more skilled than my day. It's a different game. So you gotta change with the times. And it's time Montreal did that. Let's see, we got 2 minutes 15 seconds gone in the second. Shots are still 13-16, and it is still 3-0. Bob, yeah, but in this case, is there a choice? You got to send a person. Somebody's got to represent Montreal, so reward somebody. I'm otherwise send Nick Suzuki, Jonathan Drouin, maybe Jake Allen. Those are the only three guys I could say in my mind at all deserve maybe to go. Other than that, not really anybody else. Hell, send Cole Caulfield. Maybe that'll give him a boost in confidence. Yeah, it's more talent. The game's faster and much more. The talent level is. That's why I said it's more skilled than when we were kids. It's a different game. Slinksy, it's the starting lineup. I think they vote in, not all the players, isn't it? The starting lineup. That's what I thought. And then the rest of the players are voted in by the coaches and whoever. But it's just the starting lineup that gets put in there by vote by the public. If I'm wrong on that, let me know. But that's how I've always known it to be. I don't know that letting the public vote is the best way to put the most accurate all-stars out there, but hey, it's a marketing thing. Yeah, Bob Cannon, everything's better. Equipment, everything is better. It's a different game. But the skill level and the speed of the game is so much different than like you go watch games that we were watched as kids that we thought was fantastic and it's fast and all that. You look at that now and they look like they're freaking skating in cement compared to these guys. Junior players are more skilled and play a faster game than what I grew up watching. I don't know when the All-Star game is. Honestly, I don't. I think at the beginning of March. But they might get changed, right? Because although they might not be able to change the All-Star game, but because now we're going to play the games in February that it was going to be Olympic. But I think it's at the beginning of March, the All-Star game. Little green cactus? I wouldn't either. There was a time when the All-Star game was a good game to watch. They tried and all that, but then it stopped, and it's just for fun. Nobody hits anybody. Nobody wants to get hurt. I mean, I get that, Leave the goalies out to dry. Bob, yeah, good point, right? They can watch the replays right on the bench. The training and all that is so much different. So, oh, we're on the power play. Wow, who'd have thought? Almost a minute gone in Montreal's power play, though. I used to like the skills competition. Kelly, you got to tell me something because I don't. Your name's Kelly. I don't know. Kelly is one of my favorite girls' names. But are you a girl or a guy? I don't know, and I don't want to refer to you. Like I hold back because I'm not sure if I should say something. Yeah, maybe you're not that. Then let me know. Are you a girl or a guy? I've got well, not as like an ex nephew because I'm divorced, but my ex wife's nephew is named Kelly. So I know it's a guy's name and it's a girl's name. You're a girl. Okay. It's my favorite name for a girl. When I was a kid, my brother's first serious girlfriend is named Kelly, and I've always been in love with that name since then. So yeah, but I'm glad I know. So if I say something, I know what I'm saying. So it's cool. It's one of those awkward things, right? Power play's almost over. 10 seconds left in it. So we're not getting on the board with the power play, but I mean, with an 11% power play, it's not, not unexpected. 2 seconds left on it. Saved by Allmark there. Oh, Bob, that is a long time ago. They stopped doing that, in I the 40s or the 50s. But they used to be the defending Stanley Cup champ, played the All-Stars of the rest of the NHL. But that was in the 6-team NHL. And if you go back farther, it used to be like a charity game almost. I know they had a few for players that either got hurt during the season or died, and they held all-star games for their family to take the money, stuff like that. And then it became that Stanley Cup champ and now it's just, what it is. But it's at least since the 50s at some point it changed. Slinksy, Jackie Robinson. What? Really has changed any sport with social media. Jackie Robinson would disagree. Wait, why would Jackie Robinson disagree with that? And I wonder how many people in the room don't know who Jackie Robinson. I imagine some of the young guys might not. Hey, Born to be a Hab, how's it going? I'm doing good. Got my mind off my aching knee with all the conversation, so that's always good. And we got 6 minutes gone in the second. And we got 15-9 are shots on goal. It is still 3-0 game. So surprisingly, so far in the second, Montreal is not like breaking down worse, but there's still a lot of time for that to happen, and it probably will happen. Because it usually does at some point. Or they'll have a good period where they might score a couple. Such lofty heights, they could get 2 goals in a period. I wonder how many periods of hockey this season Montreal has had 2 goals in the period or more. Paquette just could not get a handle on that puck. He had an open side. And there is a penalty to Mike Hoffman. What do you do? They're showing Hoffman. Let's see. Where was the penalty? I didn't see the penalty. Little Green Cactus, I see what you mean by that. I guess, I don't know about bigger, but definitely as big, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess, but both are big. The Habs are playing on TNT national TV. Yeah, they're not on. I don't know. They're not in all their normal spots. Paquette has not a handle on anything. Yeah, Paquette's been a waste this year. I don't. Yeah, like he's a UFA. Obviously, at the end of the year, you let that guy just walk. Willie O'Ree was the first black player. As a matter of fact, Boston's going to raise his sweater to the rafters because to honor that. I think I heard that, but how it's not really up there yet. But I believe that's true. Listen, and Montreal was pretty big in breaking that barrier with Jackie Robinson playing here for the Montreal Royals before he went to to Major League Baseball. Oh yeah, Little Green Cactus. About time, yeah, that they raised his sweater. Yeah, I don't know what took so long. You'd think that it had been done already. Okay, Howla for hooking. Montreal back on the power play. 13:09 left in the second. Bob, I agree with that too. I think you might be right there. 4-0. So shorthanded goal. Shorthanded goal coming here. Doesn't surprise me. I don't see it yet. Hang on. I'm watching online, so I'm a little behind everybody. Oh, how did that even go in? The hell happened there? No, Marchand. Natural Hattie for Marchand. No, it's not a natural Hattie, but a Hattie for Marchand. Just what I wanted to see. Man, I hate that guy. Man, would I love to have a player like that on Montreal. Talent level. I mean, the kid's talented. You hate to admit it with him, but I mean, he's a hell of a hockey player. Oh man, he snuck that in. Jesus. That's just, you know what? That goes in on a night when just everything you touch is magic. Bob, he wore number 22. O'Ree, was there a player? Was there another Boston player, big time, that had 22? I can't think of one. Yeah, Marchand he's like smelly cheese. He gets better with age. He stole a hat. He's not supposed to do that. Or maybe they're allowed. Eh? He can remember his hat trick by that hat. Or it came off of somebody's head. He probably just wants to lick the rim. Yuck. Ugh. Somebody's sweaty hat rim. Brad Park's number must be retired. So they can put his up there. Brad Park must have his number retired for Boston. Must have it. If not, I don't know what they're waiting on. What idiots throwing away their hat. I would never do that. Unless I brought an old ratty hat to throw out just in case it happened. Yeah, Little Green Cat Park has to be retired already. So they can easily retire. They can put his sweater up there without a problem. Besides, even if it hadn't been 22, hadn't been. They should still do it now. Slinksy, the answer to that is depending on the person. For me, it's Habs Leafs. When Habs Bruins not far behind, but for me, it's a bigger rivalry for me. I think a lot of people would say Bruins. Bob, honored numbers are how they should go from now on. Honor the player, the sweater, and the player with not necessarily the number, right? That way, all numbers can stay in play. I talked about it a couple years back in a Toe Blake video, and I was talking about that retiring his sweater, and they should retire. They should call it honored, not retired. Yeah, Brent and Linda, for me, it's always been Habs Leafs number one. But I hate Toronto. I grew up in Montreal, the biggest city rivals, man. Toronto, Montreal are huge city rivals, and I always hated Toronto. And for me, it's the bigger rival. But if you look back at it and like thinking about it, probably it should be Boston, more big playoff series and stuff like that. But still, I hate Toronto so much that it's Toronto for me. That's why I say, depending on the person. Oh, we're 4-on-4 now for another 35 seconds. Didn't see what happened there. Brad Park does not have his number retired. That's insanity. That's really crazy. Cactus, yeah, that's the thing. So honor the sweaters so we don't have 3-digit numbers. Imagine number 110. He's the new Guy Lafleur, 110, modern. But it's you're gonna run out of numbers eventually. Maybe not in our day, but still. Stop seeing those traditional hockey numbers. The lower numbers, you'll stop seeing them after a while. Yeah, born to be had. We all hate that bloody Marchand. What are you gonna do? So we're pretty much at the halfway point of the game, almost. And Boston on the power play. That's 4-0 Boston. And did I say? Oh, I thought I said 31. 21-9 are the shots on goal favor of Boston. Yep. Do you? What's the word I want? I can't think of this phrase I want to say. I think it's, can you say blowout? Yeah, it's a blowout tonight. Oh, nice save there by Monty. They won another goal. ASC, I would expect nothing other than that. I'm the opposite. So you're the Leafs me. Luca, yeah. I mean, yeah. I didn't expect that they'd turn it around right away, but I think we're going to see a better rest of the season than we've seen so far, but maybe not. Maybe in 10 years, we're going to see goalies scoring goals. We've seen some goalies score some goals. Oh, Montreal putting some pressure on. There they go. First goal. Pizzetta. Roofs one. The Tank Bowl on Monday. Yeah, I won't. Sorry, but I won't be doing the game because I'm at the dentist an hour before the game. So the Pez Dispenser. That's a good name for him. Yeah, I think Bob. I think if you're in Montreal asking that, I think they say. I think it's kind of split. I think it depends on the age of a person and how they feel about Toronto. Montreal with some pressure still, trying to get a second one. Maybe get themselves into the game. And it's broken up by Boston. Slinksy, I think it's on pace for that, or it's close anyway. But yeah, this is it's going to be one of, if not the worst season for the Habs. Oh, that's a so Little Green Cactus hates the Bruins more, but dislikes losing to the Leafs more. George, even when Petrie was playing well, in my opinion, he was much overrated as power play player. He shoots too high, misses the net with way too many shots, less than 25% of his shots. Hit the net, you mean? Yeah, I don't know that he's overrated though. Or you're saying as a power play guy. He's kind of the quarterback out there though when he's out on the power play. Okay, I don't for some reason, Bob, that's too complicated for me right now. Don't ask me why. The fastest way to spend your money, visit a dentist. Yeah, I know. Still a necessity though. I'm just going for a cleaning though this time. So my teeth will be nice and clean. And as I'll dirty them up again with my smoking. East Coast will say Montreal Boston, as East Coast has a special place for New England after the Halifax explosion. No, I mean, well, East Coast, yeah, probably. You're probably right there. You're probably right. East Coast with Boston. Used to live in Halifax, and most people there are Habs fans. There's a lot of Habs fans down there in Nova Scotia. Lots. And there's some Bruins fans down there too, because Marchand's from Halifax or Nova Scotia anyway. Born to be Hab, yes, they claimed Rem Pitlick today. So he'll be wearing number 32 and be joining the team in the next little bit. Little Green Cactus, I could use both. How dentists and vision and eyes are not part of Medicare here in Canada. I don't know how that's not part of Medicare. It should have been part of Medicare from the very beginning. Yeah, that is why Nova Scotia sends a Christmas tree to Boston. There's a lot of Bruins fans in Saskatchewan. I wonder why. Must have been a Bruins player from there. George, where's here? that there's lots of Habs and Leafs fans. You don't even have eyes and you have cactus eyes and cactus teeth. Montreal back on the power play. Bergeron got a penalty for roughing. Oh, you're in Nova Scotia's a lot like that. A lot of Habs fans though down there. Oh, I didn't even notice my cat had broken into the room. Oh well. Pizzetta on the power play. Parking himself in front of the net. .138 left in the power play. 7:48 left in the second. Hey, Aki. I haven't been watching close enough, but I mean, I in general like Pizzetta, but that was a really nice goal by him. He looks pumped up now too. Playing his role in front of the net. Yeah, I think Pizzetta's earned himself a lot of fans this year. I kind of think I could see him sticking around on the fourth line for a while. Montreal moving the puck around, trying to set something up on the power play. Let's see. Shot. Doesn't get through. And Boston coming out. They just dump it in and go for a change. 1:05 left in their penalty. Or in the power play, I should say. Come on, guys. Let's get one and get into the game again. .40 seconds left in their power play. Nick Suzuki's from I think London, Ontario. So yeah, I could see that. But I believe he was a bit of a Habs fan as well growing up. He's got some pictures of him as a kid in a Habs uniform. 9 seconds left in this power play. Did someone else get a penalty though? Is that what I saw? No, maybe not. Yes. Yes. Yep. Nick Suzuki holding. Yeah, he did. That's holding. Is it interference or holding? Holding. It's holding. I heard something about that, Bob, about they didn't want Nolan Patrick. Yeah. I didn't look at the story fully, though. I think someone actually read it to me, and I didn't pay attention. Minute 15 left in Boston's power play now. Boston's sitting there with what? 23 to 13 are the shots. Favorite. Boston's 4-1 game. 5:20 left in the second with a minute to go in that power play. Oh, who was that? Shorthanded breakaway by Montreal, but a shot went wide, I think. I didn't see who that was. Dauphin? Dauphin. Oh, Kelly, that's awesome. Love the Trailer Park Boys. I didn't know that's where they film. Cole Harbor. Love the Trailer Park Boys. Great show. Great series, especially the original series. And then they've got there's so many extra seasons, but the first original ones were great. Born to be Had, they did. He's his brother. Dave, hey Boozer, how's it going? I'm okay. You worked there seasons 5, 6, and 7? That's awesome. Slinksy, I don't think picking up Pitlick is picking up somebody off the street. I think it was a good pickup, claiming him off waivers like that. It's not going to turn them around or anything, but I think it was a good move when you're going to be doing a rebuild. Save Montembeault Yang's on for the face-off with 4 minutes left in the second. Oh, wow. Dauphin hit the post. Wow. That was close. Yeah, I'm never a big Bobby Clark fan either, Bob. Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to make of it. I think they would have been better served by taking who was it that they were talking about taking instead? Cale Makar would have been way better served taking Makar. Oh yeah. George, I don't know much about Pitlick either to know his story. No, I don't. Sorry. You'll have to look at. I only found out about that move like 10 minutes before the pregame show, so no time to look up much about the guy. I just knew that we had a Pitlick in the organization. Makar, did you see that goal? I don't know how to describe it, but man, that guy can shoot. I don't know if it was last night's game, but there showed a highlight from him. It was amazing. So I think they're on a TV timeout. Oh, Jesus. Wait, what happened? It showed me like a whole bunch of comments and then they all left. Where'd they go? I swear to God, I'm freaking out here. Where'd all those comments go? That was odd. Okay. So we got 4:05 left in the second. Hey, Bob, have a great night. Thanks for being here. Hey, I appreciate it. Got a game tomorrow. Yeah, anybody didn't draft like it, I don't know who the number one pick was, but I mean, Makar should have been right up there. What is happening? What the hell was that? Did Pizzetta hit somebody as he's skating by? Yeah, he's a little pest. Hischier went number 1 that year. Okay. Yeah, I think Makar would have been a better pick probably than that. Come on, let's get this clock wound down. So let's see. 3:20 left in the second. 27-13 now the shots on goal. And it's a 4-1 game. I'm not from Montreal. It's 4-1 Boston. Shot from the point. Did that get through? I don't think it got through. Hey, Dave, sorry to hear that you got trouble. Yeah, I mean, I'm hanging in there. Trying to, anyway. This is not an easy game to hang in on. Brent, is that the draft Suzuki got picked? I think he was, 13th overall? Oh, boy. So we got 2:05 left in the second. Yeah, I know this is going to be a tough third period to get through. Especially after having 11 days off. It's kind of like, I was hoping for better. Yet I didn't really want them to win necessarily. But, a win over Boston's always good. So I'd be fine with that. But this is getting tough to take. Under 2 minutes. Habs took Paling. Is that the draft for Paling as well? That's right. It was the same draft as Suzuki. Took him at 25, and he's wearing number 25. It's George. I don't know. It's maybe a better. Like I thought this would be more of a blowout at some point. Like it looked like it was going to be, but I don't know. I don't know if they're closer to the Bruins or not. They're holding their own here now, though. Yeah, Kelly, it's going to be an interesting deadline and off season. By the way, I'm doing a video kind of about that. Tomorrow's video: 5 most tradable Habs at the deadline. That's the video. It is. I'm going to be in the editing room with it tomorrow, and then it'll be ready. And we should be almost out of this period already. 45 seconds. Kelly, I hope so. I hope so. You guys will be the judge of that. 20 seconds left. Oh, it's a power play for Boston. Didn't even realize. So looking like Boston will be going to start period number 2 off on the power play. Seven seconds left in this period. Come on, let's get out of here. Come on. I've been hitting that a little hard. Come on, guys. Let's get out of the period already. Come on. Nope. Throw Dvorak out of nope. Throwing the Boston guy out of the circle or out of the dot. Try that again. Shot. Save Montembeault. 3.5 seconds left. Oh, boy. I'm tired of sitting here. Man, 3.5 seconds. It's like it's a Stanley Cup final game here. Just get this over with. Christ. Finally. 4-1 after 2. Sherratt, Gallagher, Hoffman, Petrie, Toffoli. No, you don't have them completely right. I'm not going to tell you who's right and who's wrong in there, but I remember it's my opinion on that video, but nope. George, I don't know if Pasternak's playing hurt. Bruins shouldn't be taking it easy. That's how you lose a game. They should be keep trying to score right to the end. Never take your foot off the gas. Doesn't matter what the team is. You should never do that. Thumbs up if you're having a good time so far watching the Habs lose. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but give a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, so we're finally getting near the end. It's the second intermission. 4-1 Montreal. I don't see Montreal being able to really come back here, but you never know. Sometimes an intermission makes a difference. We'll see if that is how it is. I don't know. It would be nice if in the third period they come out and, they just make it close, just to give us some hope, just some excitement. It hasn't been a very exciting game for me anyway. So I'd like to see a little bit, I don't know, I'd like to see a little excitement in the third. Otherwise, it's a long game. This season is going to be one of the longest seasons ever. Just because of all this crappy hockey. Has to make you second guess your choices. No. I don't know where that came from. So what do you want to talk about in the second? I really don't have anything at this point. I should leave talking points for each period, in each intermission. Yeah, Kelly, that's all I'm asking for. Just some entertaining hockey. Oops, 9 o'clock. That means meds time. Armia and Lehkonen, some contending teams look for those fourth line defense first guys. Oh, definitely, but it's still no. Besides, I'm not really going to tell you because otherwise, why watch the video if you already know who I'm naming in advance? So sorry, but it'll be out tomorrow. Probably around 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon. I have a lot of editing to do on it, but it'll be out in the afternoon tomorrow. The bulk of the work is done. The bulk of the harder work is done. Editing is just boring, that's all. I don't think I'd have the patience to do film editing as a career. I don't think I'd have the patience to do that ever. Nope. Not for me. The Vancouver Bruins final series. We're talking about what, 2010? Last time Vancouver and Bruins were in the finals was 2010, wasn't it? 2011, 2010? I think it's 2011. Watching Rick take pills. Always fun. So let's hear some more guesses of who might be in my video tomorrow. I won't tell you, though. I won't tell you exactly, anyway. Andre, yeah, any team that loses in the finals, the fans are usually pretty disappointed. I mean, we were last season. I don't think a lot of us going in really thought Montreal could beat Tampa, but it was still really disappointing that that they didn't get to Game 7. Would have been nice. Still disappointing. Maybe even more disappointing, right? If your team gets to Game 7 and then loses. And like I said in the video, I think the last video I did, right? When I was a kid, Montreal, it wasn't a successful season if we didn't win the cup. If we got to the finals and we lost, we didn't call that a winning season or a successful season. Brent and Linda, isn't that like the trend now, right? If you lose in a playoff series, you riot and destroy things. They do it here in Montreal. I don't know when that trend started, but it wasn't like that when I was young. But it's a product of the times, I think. It's been a slow game. Already 2 hours just to get to midway in the second intermission. That's a slow game. Hopefully third period will go faster. I'm getting restless. My legs are restless, especially my knee that is hurting. I don't know where to put it. Yeah, I'd be on the LTIR with what I've got, so it's funny how I see people with that. I tore my ACL, or I got both ACL, MCL tears in both knees, but it's not been too bad. I'm complaining more than I should. They don't like the cold weather, though. My knees do not like the cold weather. This I'm discovering. Well, guys, I need help here. You have a favorite episode of the Trailer Park Boys? Oh God. I would say no. I don't have any favorite episodes, but I think I liked every episode. So, but no, I can't look back and say I have a favorite. There were a lot of really good episodes, and I just liked my first run through when I finally discovered, I discovered them really late. I want to say, I guess about 5 years ago, and I just enjoyed watching it for the first time. Well, Brent and Linda, you're not listening to what the title is, though. 5 most tradable Habs at the deadline. So it's, who I think would be the most tradable. In this case, I mean, Price isn't the most tradable. The contract, he hasn't played. So no, I mean, Price is, I'll tell you, Price is not on my list of the 5. No, that's one I'll tell you. Because it wouldn't make sense to put him there, personally. Because I already have the video out about, if you haven't seen it, I have a video out about who I think would be on the trading block if they rebuild, who I think they'll keep. And then this is who I think is the most tradable at the deadline in a rebuild for the Habs. But you'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out exactly who. I'm sure you can guess some of them, and I'm sure some of the guesses there were some right ones, but yeah, Pizzetta's not on the list. No, I don't think he wouldn't be that sought after. But I like Pizzetta, and I think, what, especially in the rebuild, I think Pizzetta sticks around as a fourth liner. He brings a lot of energy, and he can really pump these guys up a bit. He's good at that, and I think it's something they need. What do I think of Suzuki going to the All-Star game? We were talking about that earlier, about who might go, who deserves to go from Montreal. Nobody really, but I could see Suzuki being the guy they pick. Suzuki, Drouin, don't laugh, and Jake Allen. One of those 3 guys could be the guy that's going to go. But no, Toffoli. Toffoli being in my. Toffoli could be. I'm really not going to tell you, but Toffoli's a good bet to be in that. Yeah, I would think, right? But then again, I'm not going to tell you them all. Dixon, yeah, Pizzetta's going to stick around. George, hell, Sherrod might not be a Hab by the All-Star game. So I doubt that. And quite frankly, do you really want to send players that you're like, if the team is planning a rebuild, right? So they're looking to trade guys. You really want to send guys that you'd like to trade to an All-Star game? They might get hurt there, and I don't know that I would do that. So I think it'll be somebody that is probably going to stick around. And I don't know who they're going to send. They should just turn it down and say, no, we don't really deserve to go. Now, they'll send somebody like Suzuki, I think. I say send Caulfield. It would be a great experience for him. Might kick him off into a more positive finish to the season. George, no, nobody, even Suzuki doesn't, like you said, doesn't really deserve it. But you got to send somebody to the All-Star game. Every team has to be represented by at least one guy. So somebody's going. Honestly, I think I would send Jake Allen. He's probably been the most consistent of the Habs players. He's been the most consistent. I'd send him. Or you just reward somebody. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that. It's still a little bit away. I believe it's at the beginning of March, so we got time. For sure, one thing is no Habs going to get voted to the starting lineup. That's for sure. conservative lawyer, true, but I mean, it's a long way away yet. But yeah, I mean, he just got hurt again tonight, so anyways, maybe send Drouin. Send Drouin. He's been pretty consistent for the Habs this year, so yeah, send Drouin. Kelly, not forever in Price's shadow. He's only been here 2 seasons, but yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know that he's underrated. He's been known as like the best backup in the NHL. I don't know if that's underrated. But I mean, the guy gives you, consistently a good effort every time, keeps the team in games. You can't really blame him very often. I think I've maybe seen 2 games where I would say he was bad that night. So yeah, he kind of deserves it. He's been their most consistent anyway. Habs' best players are playing on other cities' teams. Well, then they're not Habs' best players. They might have used to be, but they ain't anymore. I do hope you're not talking about KK, because that is not the case. KK's not he's not lighting it up like crazy over there. I've been sitting in this chair for too long. My ass is killing me tonight. It's too much information, I know. Talking about Sergachev and McDonough. Yeah, well, those guys have been gone a long time. They're no longer Habs. Allen's not the guy going forward. Primo is, unless Price stays put. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with whether you send him to the All-Star game. You're not going to send Primo to the All-Star game. You're not going to send Price to the All-Star game. Hasn't played. So I just think Allen's been the most consistent guy all year. Most tradable, Mark Riley. Hey, Mark. Jake Allen, Ben Sherratt, Brett Kulak, Arturi Lehkonen, Tyler Toffoli. Nope. I'll say you have some of them, but you don't have them all. No, I'm not going to tell you which ones you have and which ones you don't, because then I'll give away who's in the list. I just want to pique your interest so you'll watch the video. The little mercenary there. I don't think it's that hard to figure out necessarily, but, I think if you ask everybody, individually, you're going to get a lot of the same, and then, different ones also. So these are mine. That's all. I think it's safe to say you can figure out a few of them. Everybody should be able to figure out a few of them. Although I've been known to say, I hope Montreal kind of keeps Jake Allen, but I don't know if they will. Pezzetta to the All-Star game. Great reward for him, but people at the All-Star game were going, who's that? Pezzetta? I never heard of this kid. I would say good chance Price doesn't play again, and if he does, I wouldn't be surprised if he's done. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I agree with you. I think there's a good chance Price does play again. It's just a matter of when. Is it going to be back before the end of the year? I'm talking about in April. Or is he going to be only able to play next season? And I think you can judge what Montreal will do. I think if he's back before the end of this season, I think there's a good chance he gets moved in the offseason. If he's not able to play, I don't see how you can move him until he can play a little bit. So we'll see. That's my opinion. Brent and Linda retaining salary on certain players for sure is going to enter into any kind of deals and how they come across and what the return will be for those guys. Like if you're moving Price, you're keeping some of that money on his contract. You have to. No one's taking Price at full cost. I'm going to say I'll be shocked if that's what happens in the end. If they move him, that the team that gets him took him at full salary. Montreal doesn't retain anything. That would shock me. And there's a few players that I think you're going to have to retain something to move them. All right. Third period's about to start. So Montreal's got 20 minutes to see if they can get back in this game. George Price isn't untradeable. But if he doesn't play, he's not like until he plays and teams can see that he can still play. Yeah, he is that. He is till then. Which in general, most guys are untradeable while they're injured. So, like, I don't know how many guys get traded for and they're injured. So Boston starts off on the power play, as we remember. There's under a minute to go in that. Born to be a Hab on Price, without a doubt. I can't see anybody not like I can't see them not having to hold at a minimum $3 million on Price, and maybe as much as $5 million. And there's a penalty coming up to Montreal, I guess. If it is, it's a shitty penalty because it's in the offensive zone. The look on Boston coach's face. It's a tripping call on. Oh, Boston takes the penalty. Tripping call on Coyle? No, Smith. How did I say Coyle? Montreal goes on the power play. Or it's a little 4-on-4 for 26 seconds first. Did they not send Chris Nyland to the All-Star game? That might have been, but you know what? Nyland, that was probably the year where he had 19 or 20 goals. He had 2 of those seasons. I think 21 goals one season. It could be, but I don't remember that, to be honest with you. But I'm sorry, but Nyland would have been more deserving than pretty much anybody this year now. Nyland was a good hockey player, man. Love Chris Nyland. No, I wasn't watching. I'm not sure what's going on here now. Jeff Gorton punching numbers into a calculator. It looks like on his phone anyway, the calculator app on his phone. All right, so we're down to the Montreal power play. 4-on-4 is over. Boston with the puck though in Montreal zone behind the net. Looks like Marchand for some freak. It is. I don't like that. I can recognize Marchand like that. Dixon Nux was the man. Nux was. You had to like Chris Nyland, man. Plus, he made himself into a hockey player. Guy scored 21 goals one year and 19 another, I think. That's, it's not bad for a guy that was a fighter. I think Gorton was playing solitaire. Good one, George. Born to be a Hab, yeah, I would turn that down because I want my team to win. I would turn that down. But I would say, if that ever happened, I would say, okay, but just for a day, just so and then, yeah, I'm not. I want my team to win. I don't want me as a GM. But hell, I'd love to do it for a day. You ever see the pic online of Nyland with Whitey Bulger and the cup? No. Brentland, impossible to answer that. But as far as the Ducharme side, no, I can't see Ducharme remaining here past the last day of the season. I think Ducharme's going to get the can right after the season ends. So Habs' last game is April 29th. I think on the I don't even know if it goes till May. Then they fire him. Personally, he's gone as soon as the season's over. But to say who's going to replace him, really hard to tell right now. I don't know who will be available, and I don't know exactly what they're looking for. Is it just a bilingual guy, or does it have to be a French guy? Because that's a big difference. And can he have an English name, or does he have to have a French name? Like if they hire Kent Hughes, you got Gordon Hughes. That coach is French, without a doubt. I don't care what you say. That's what's happening. We'll see. Did Nyland marry Whitey Bulger's daughter, or his daughter-in-law? Daughter-in-law. That's weird. Ducharme has a better chance of staying as first-line center. Yep. Yeah, I don't think he's got much chance to go past the end of the season. Unless, in the last 2 months, he makes this team into an unbelievable powerhouse. Otherwise, he's gone. And it's not happening. He's not making them into a powerhouse. He's gone. Oh, Baby, really? You need more time for that? Or really? Nah, this guy, he's over his head here. I think it's obvious. I don't like hating on people. I really don't. And he looks like a nice guy personally, but I think he's over his head. I don't like his decision making. I don't like how he's not developing these kids, even though we're not going to win. There's nothing he can do to make this team make the playoffs. Develop the kids that are here. Nope, I still don't see it. Right, Baby, keeping Caulfield on the third line. What's that? You're not going to win. Play him 16 to 20 minutes on that first line. That's what I would do on the first power play unit, and just keep him there. Let him make the mistakes. Let him learn. Putting him on the third line, that doesn't work for me. So stuff like that, Ducharme's over his head. Nyland's first wife was the daughter of a lady Bulger married. Oh, I get it. Okay. Francis Bulger was a very dangerous man. I've heard that. I didn't know, though, that it was his father-in-law, to be honest, but I've heard him say that. Not a lot of French-Canadian coaches kicking around right now, at least at the NHL level, which is another reason why you're not going to see a coaching change, right? But in the offseason, I don't see. They don't start next season with Ducharme. No way. If they do, then I overestimated these new guys. But I'm sorry, if they bring in a GM that's not French, and because there's a couple of guys, I think there's 2 that might not have French names. They might be bilingual, but they're not French. Then there's no way that coach is not a French person completely. Of course, he has to speak some English, obviously, but it's going to be a French guy with a French name. Because that's the media. The media is going to demand it. I hope they just don't give in to that, but Oh, big fight, and there's a goal. Lehkonen going after somebody bad. Marchand. Kill him. No, I don't mean kill him, not literally the sense. I don't. But get him. Suzuki mad too. Suzuki wanting to fight. What did Marchand do? What did Marchand do? I'm curious. They're going to show it. Marchand going to the box. Suzuki mad. Am I right? Oh, he did it to Suzuki. Oh, that's a headshot. That's a headshot, man. No, okay. He hit him. He hit him just under the. That looked like a. That looked bad, but he hit him under. He hit him right here, I think. But man, that looked like he caught him there. But Suzuki's fine, so. Good to see Lehkonen go after Marchand like that after hitting Suzuki like that. Way to go, Lecky. I like Lecky, and I hope they keep him. There, I said it. Come on, get a goal here just because. Next time Marchand's out, Pizzetta needs to just challenge him to a fight. But Marchand won't fight. He's a chicken shit. Yeah, George, I kind of said the same thing. Great minds think alike, buddy. Come on, best revenge is a goal. 1:15 left in their power play. Jeez, come on, get the damn puck off the wall, or at some point you got to whistle that down. Everybody's in the pile. My God. They whistled it down. Awesome. Finally. Getting chippy. Oh, we got a fight going. We got a legit fight. Come on, the guy's on the ground. Stop the damn fight, idiots. The hell is that? Who did he take down like that? That Eric Howla? You should be challenged. Is Weidman too? A small player. When he's on the ground, they're supposed to stop that. The hell's that about? Well, Montreal needs to go after somebody here and just pound the living piss out of them. Just because. Weidman headbutted him? I didn't see that. Oh, I saw that just now. I just saw that. You're right. Okay. It might have been a dumb thing for Weidman to do. Yep, he did headbutt him. Well, Weidman, you know what? You do that, you're kind of asking for it. Sorry, but kind of true. What do you expect? You headbutt somebody like that with a helmet on? I don't know. I would be mad as hell if he had done that to me. So I got to give Howla a pass on that. What are they discussing? Whether he gets a game? Misconduct for that? Beba, yeah, that's not. I don't want to see a Hab doing that. I don't want to see that ever. And there was no reason for him to headbutt him there. There was absolutely no reason for him to do that. That was like a really long battle along the boards, don't you find? So I wonder what they're going to give Weidman an extra penalty. Well, we'll find out in a sec. Let's see what we're going to end up with. I'm going to put my headphones on so I hear what it is. So, yeah, so it's going to 4-on-4 for 52 seconds. And then what? Because there's 3 Bruins in the box and only 2 Habs. I don't get it. He just said everybody looks a little confused at the moment. Yeah. Okay, we're underway again. Okay, so Weidman got a double. So Boston about to go on the power play. Sherratt with a chance there. Good. Howla got a stick in the face from Suzuki that was missed. Good for him. Good save on Pasternak by Montembeault. Kelly, I agree. Like, he's a small guy. You're a small guy. What are you doing that for? Sherratt is the one that gave a high stick to Howla, they said. It's okay. Got missed. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. $15 seconds left in this power play. Montreal's killing it off. And then we're down to 11 minutes, almost 11 minutes left in this third period. And essentially the game. Ah, nice. Save there, Monty, keeping his position. Save on Bergeron. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of, I'm coming to like Montembeault, actually. I don't think he's as bad as we all thought. And I don't know, the kid just, something about him is impressing me for some reason. There seems to me to be some promise there with this guy. He needs a little work, definitely, but I don't know. There's something about him I like. What do you guys think? You guys agree with me? George Riley, there still is, but he's not going to. He's not going to do anything like that. I doubt it anyway. Maybe when we get down to a few minutes left, but we'll see. No opinion on what I asked? Montembeault? Monty has promised to be a good backup. Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's a starter, that's for sure. But yeah, there's something about him. I thought, he surprises me, makes some really good saves. I realize that sometimes he's not positionally sound, But I mean, he's young. You work on it with him. I think there's some promise for him to be, to stay here for a while. Listen, if they move Price and Allen, we're probably going to end up with Primo and Montembeault for a goal, unless they pick up a goalie in a trade or something. Babe, I don't know that I agree with that, but I don't think he's less ready than Primo for the NHL, anyways. Primo's getting there, and I think if they move both goalies by next year, we're gonna have Primo and Monty maybe as a duo. Three little Bruins sitting on a bench. One choked himself, and then there were two. And oops, there goes Brad Marchand. Man, Rask still looks like the picture they used for if anybody played Wolfenstein. I think it's Wolfenstein. The picture they'd used for the guy, to me, that's Tuukka Rask. George, I don't disagree necessarily. I kind of think both might, but yeah. So we got just over 10 minutes to go. Shots are 31-20 now for Boston, and it's still 4-1, which I dare say is probably going to end up a drive from the point. Save Montembeault. He hangs on. A little pushing and shoving there between Kulak and Steen. Rask is overrated. I'm not saying I like him or anything, but his face is just like that. The picture for the guy on Wolfenstein. Is it Wolfen? Something like that. I realize that's an old game and maybe you guys don't know it, but that was one video game I did like. And I played it till I beat it. But that's a long time ago. And I was playing that on my PC back in the day. It was a lifetime ago. Five to one. Wow, that was weird. That redirected? Well, now the game's over for sure. Of course, it's the guy's first NHL goal. Well, that was expected. It's against Montreal. That's going to happen. How many games has that happened this year? Somebody gets their first NHL goal or first of the season for sure, but it's crazy. That hit something. I don't know. That's weird. Lazar got a piece of it. I don't know that was clear, but I kind of think that was redirected. If not, that was a bad give up by Monty. Although it was, like you said, a screenshot, so he might not have seen it till the last second. Anyway, this game, they weren't going to win this game, so. George, it was screened. That's true. It was screened. And then if it changed direction and he screened, he had no time to react to it, which is what it kind of looked like. So we got 9:20 left in the game. Suzuki bumped Marchand. Oh, yeah. Bergeron talking to Suzuki. Hey, I don't care if you're a lot like me. Don't do that. Something like that. Commercial TV timeout. So we got about 9 minutes left in this game. There's no way Montreal's coming back. Yes, that's my son. He's streaming as well. Oh boy. Ugh. I got to get a new chair. I will be getting a new one when I get all my money, my settlement money. I'll be buying a nice chair. Can't wait. Although this one's only like a year and a half old, but it's worn out already. All right, so we got the last 9 minutes, so figure about 15 more minutes total to get this game done. This is a long game because look at the time. It's going to finish around 10. This is a long game. I don't know what's taken so long, but there've been a lot of delays, I guess. Right? Am I the only one? Well, I can tell by the time. We're at 2:42 for the stream. That's on the long side, and we still got 9 minutes. It was a screenshot. Well, they gave Lazar the second assist, so he definitely didn't touch it. Oh, and Boston going for another one. Sherratt breaks it up and takes it down the ice, dumps it into the corner and backs off. They go and change up, I believe. Come on, guys. Get another goal, make it 5-2 like the first game of the year against Boston. And save by Monty. Nice save there. Yeah, that was a good save that they just showed, man. He almost got around his leg. Good save. Nice one there. Yeah, I'm Monty's growing on me. Boston's kind of toying with them. It's not fun to watch, man. $7:15 to go. Come on, guys, let's get one. Come on, Nick. Nice backhand pass, but it's Lehkonen, and he can't pull the trigger. You want 2 points. Like, they're going to come back and tie this game, you idiot fans? Yeah, Andre, I doubt Caps would want to give up Samsonov. High shot by Bergeron. Save Monty. 6:05 to go. One player totally invisible tonight for me, Cole Caulfield. He's there right now on the ice, and I see him. But as far as play, to me, he's invisible tonight. Am I wrong? I'm just not noticing some stuff. But Dvorak too. You're right. Dvorak too has been very invisible too. I mean, I noticed him a little bit on the faceoffs. That's it. Montreal's really pushing to get a goal. Fight. Hala and Dauphin. Dauphin. Oh. How the hell? Right, so the goalie just got a penalty. Boston goalie caused the whole thing. Yeah, I saw that just now. It's an interesting, at least it's an interesting end of the game of a shitty game. Right? As the tempers flare. TV timeout. Oops, almost burnt myself. Yeah, so at least it's turning out to be, not a boring ending. Listen, a little physical play, some pushing and shoving, a little fight here and there. At least entertain the fans. Dauphin definitely playing like he's playing to hopefully win a job. I could see Dauphin getting a shot next year, like with the rebuild. I could see Dauphin playing a little bit. He's been okay. Nice to see someone other than Anderson or Pizzetta. They're the only two really that's fought this year. I think, anyway. with all that fighting, hey, give a thumbs up. At least we got some entertaining end of the game. There's only about somewhere around 5 minutes left. His hat-trick goal was a shorthander. That sucks. All right, here we go. About to face off. Yeah, King Julian. I hope they keep him for next year. Keep him up on the big club. ASE. Yeah, I was just saying he's been very invisible tonight for me. He's having a shitty season on a shitty team. Do I think he's a bust? No, I don't. Hey, George, thanks for being there. It was a great night. Thanks, bud. See you next game. .443 left. Have my expectations changed? No. If this was a better season for Montreal and then Caulfield was just crap, maybe, but no, I'm not really judging him. I'm not going to judge him on this year. We'll see how he goes how it goes next year. King Julian, yeah, and he should not be playing in a bottom six role. It's ridiculous for that. Eric, but they made up for it here in the end of this third period. It's been a little bit better. Four minutes to go. But shots are, I haven't done that in a while. 39-23 now is shots for favor of Boston. It's 5-1. And there's 3:40 left in this game. Come on, guys. Is there any way we can speed up the clock? Come on, let's just get out of here. Oh, King Julian, you're not kidding, man. And you're right. It's crazy. It seems like we've gone through 2 seasons already, and we're only not even halfway through. It's going to be a really difficult season to get through for us. Still like to see them get another goal before they go out, before the game's over. Next year may be worse. You might be right. I don't think it can get much worse. To be honest with you, I think next year be a little bit better. Will be a lot better? No, probably not, obviously. But I don't know that things can get that much worse. Even if they start to rebuild, I don't know that can get worse, honestly. This has been just like record-setting bad for them. So, yeah, I dare say that it'll be a little better next year, no matter what. That's my opinion. So another game of giving up 40 shots. And we're down to 2 minutes left. What's the incentive? Well, they're professionals. They're playing for jobs next year. No, there's incentive. It's difficult for everybody though, right? I mean, it's got to be tough losing so much. I mean, it's really got to be tough. And then staying positive, um, you know, through a season, it is. King Julian, I hope we're not that much better where we're not at least competing for the bottom. There's big prizes in the draft next year. So you kind of want to still be there. But I still think they're going to be a little better than they are this year. Like I kind of think I don't think we'll be challenging for the last place next year, but I don't think we'll be far from that. $120 left in this game. Will there be any more scoring? They hit a post. The Bruins, that is. Under a minute to go. I mean, Brent, I mean, he was probably the best guy to hire out there, but I mean, it's obvious that he was hired to do a rebuild. You don't bring Jeff Gordon in to just stay the course. You bring him in to change the team around. So I fully expect a rebuild, and that's why he was brought here. Is it Chris Lee officiating this game? I didn't know that. Yeah, surprised that it's not as bad as you'd think it would be. I hate Chris Lee. He's a horrible ref. Horrible ref. 9.4 seconds left. Can the Habs pull this off? I think Monty got a piece of that puck, and that's why it hit the post. Yes. All right, 9 seconds. Come on, just run it out. Just throw it around, get it out of there, and that's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I'm just glad that's over. Oh man, I'm glad that's over. Oh man. Whew. That's just tough, man. That's just tough to take. But good showing by Montembeault. Good showing by Montembeault. You know, if we had to look for a bright spot, I think Monty's a bright spot here. So that's always good to have something like that. So I'm happy for that. At least we got something out of it. Somebody played well. Let's close this up. Yay, it's done. Thanks, Kelly. It was great having you as well. I appreciate you being here every time, too. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. We're doing the game tomorrow. Chicago tomorrow at 8:30. So don't forget that. King Julian, yeah. Every game this year's kind of felt like that. Except the ones they've won. That's it. And yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna take off too because I can't sit in this chair for another minute. My ass is killing me, and I gotta go pee. So I'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, the pregame show will be at 7, and then the game is at 8:30. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. And like I also said, there's a video coming out tomorrow. It is called 5 Most Tradable Habs at the Deadline. Hopefully you guys will check that out. Thanks for being here. Like I said, always appreciate that. I wanted to say, Brent and Linda, first time I'm seeing you here. Great contributions tonight. Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. And hopefully I'll see you, many more times. It would be awesome. Monty probably tomorrow because of Alan's probably injured. So if Allen's not horribly injured or anything like that, it'll be him, I guess. But I would expect Montembeault tomorrow again. All right, I'm going to take off here. Thanks for being here, everybody. Really appreciate it. Till tomorrow, stay safe out there. Peace out, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Have a great night. There's still enough night to enjoy. Ciao, everybody.